Ties That Bind was one that really felt special from the beginning, even before it was close to being entirely written. Jay and I had just finished two big cassette albums, and so we had done a bunch of songs. Most of them were covers, but there were some original ones on there too. It was the early days of Orphus, and we did them on my little multi-track cassette recorder, and we didn't have a drum machine, so we were using Casio keyboard drums, you know. But for this next album, which was called Orgy of the Mind, that was the first time we had done any digital recording. Jay had bought his first digital workstation, and he'd also, I believe, gotten a new drum machine. So that really just changed our sound immensely. It's one of the unfortunate reasons why most of that music from the early days, the very, very early days, is pretty buried, because we're kind of embarrassed of it because of the drum sounds. So I had recently moved to Kansas City, and Jay was planning the new Orphus album, and he sent me some stuff, and I remember it pretty well, but I think I still have it. He had pre-recorded all of the music for Ties That Bind before anything else was done. He basically made the music first, with his new equipment, and I'm pretty sure the new equipment is what inspired him to do it. And I remember it well because I think I still have the cassette. It says "New Orphus Ballad, incredible!" exclamation point. He was really, really proud of it, as well he should be and should have been. It was really cool, and you could tell right away that it was going to be a special song because the music was already so good. So when he sent it to me, he said, "Why don't you write the lyrics?" And I'm like, "Ooh, you know that." It wasn't the first time I had done it, but that was a big task. I was, I didn't want to destroy this song, but I didn't give it a second thought. I said, okay, let me get to work on it. I don't remember much about worrying about concept when I was writing the lyrics to Ties That Bind, creating the melody. My biggest concern, to be honest, was I going to be able to make the key work? He had already pre-recorded all the music. It sounded incredible. Was I going to be able to write a song that I could sing in that key? But I figured out that I could, but I was going to sing a little lower. I was going to sing pretty low tenor, high baritone. I don't know exactly. I'm not very good at explaining voices, but I was going to be singing a lot lower because of the key that it was in. And I hoped that it was going to work, The song's lyrics were almost stream of consciousness to a point. I had just gone through a big, big life change. I was roughly 26 years old and had just up and moved my entire life away from everything I'd ever known before. From my job in radio, from the town I grew up in, from my parents. I was, taking a big leap. And, I guess you could say that's where the lyrics came from. My past, my present, my future. I am pretty proud of some of the lines in there. But again, I really wasn't thinking of a concept as much as I was just kind of writing what was on my mind at the time. And so the song, once again, tends to mean different things to different people. The only thing I remember about recording it, as I'm pretty sure when I did the vocals, we took some pretty early takes. I don't think I sang it a lot of times. I think we just went with it, and that is what became the general melody. I knew what the melody was, but how there's different inflections and different ways to sing it. We just kind of kept what I did within the first couple of tries, and there's a couple lines in there that maybe could have been sung better, but that's what I think is so cool about the art of music, is you record a song and it becomes an instant classic because it will always sound like that forever, and it's special. It's no different than a painting. There was a bit of a vote taken one time amongst the Orphus band members, which I guess technically there was 4 of us at one time. Another time there was 5 of us. Ties That Bind was certainly a band favorite, and I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, we've got a lot of great songs, and we've all, we like a lot of them, but to have other members of your group and your peers, pick that song out and say that they really like it the best or one of the best is pretty special.
The ties that bind will always be the same.